When I was 18, a flower in the make, there was a boy who in me a love song did awake. I wished that he would be mine forever. But my wishes fate would soon erase. There was another girl whom he held in his embrace. To him she was a rose fully blooming.
What? You don't trust me?
I know better than to trust a witch.
If you won't accept my hospitality, then why have you come here?
I'm here to tell you a story.
Go on.
One night, on as stormy a Wednesday as anyone could remember, there was a poor man huddled in his poor house. A man who had so many children, he could hardly take care of them all. And on this stormy night, this man heard a knock at his door. He opened it to find standing before him a great white bear, as white as the moon. The bear said to him, "Give me your youngest daughter, and in return I shall make you so wealthy that you and your family shall feast in ease from sunrise to sunrise." Now, as the man was so poor, he went to his youngest daughter and told her of the bear's offer. But she refused immediately. So he returned to the bear and asked him to come back in 1 week. Maybe then his daughter would see reason. And when she had thought of all her brothers and sisters, and her mother and father living in luxury, and thought of nothing else for 7 nights, she at last consented to the bear's offer.
A foolish story.
Really? I think it's quite an interesting story. Now the bear carried the youngest daughter as swift as a telling, not to a cold cave, but a warm castle, and she had everything she could wish for the bear gave her a silver bell that, with a single ring, would grant her every desire. So she lived happily enough, but she missed her family terribly. And, well, there was something else. A mystery of sorts. Every night when she went to bed, she spotted down the hall a handsome figure, quietly familiar, turning into its own bedroom by the light of a candlestick. But she could never get the courage to investigate further, and this proved only a small distraction. She grew more and more sick at heart for home, until one day she came across the bear, and he asked her why she had become so sad. At this she begged him to please allow her to go and see her family, for if she could not see them soon she would die of loneliness.
That's a bit dramatic, don't you think?
What do witches know of drama? In any event, the bear consented to let the girl visit her family, but he gave her one warning. "Do not speak with your mother alone," he said.
Beware of mothers, they are dangerous.
Would you like me to continue the story or not?
Oh, please do, though I have a feeling I know where this is going.
I'm sure you do. Well, the girl did visit her family, and she was very happy to see them living so richly. But of course she could not avoid a tete-a-tete with her mother for long, and before she knew it, out spilled the mystery of the stranger with the candle as rapidly and unthinkingly as all secrets are spilled. That is when her mother gave her some advice. "Do not speak with him when he is awake," she said, "but be patient and wait until he is surely asleep. Then take your own lighted candle and get a closer look at him, not from down the hall, but beside his bed." And though at the time she brushed aside her mother's advice, and though on the journey home she could think of nothing but what a bad piece of advice it was, When the night came and the sun set and the candles were lit, she could bear the unsolved mystery no longer. She took her candle, perhaps a little too soon, but she was impatient by nature, and she crept down the hall, which creaked a little too loudly, and she snuck through the half-open door and tiptoed over the floorboards, and came at last, after ages of creeping, to the side of the bed. And there, as she leaned over, careful as she could, there in the light of her candle she saw the most handsome prince she had ever seen.
And she fell in love at once.
So this is about love, is it?
I think you know what it's all about.
Where was I? Oh yes, she was gazing at the prince. But she looks a little too long, as those in love often do, and as she stands there, her candle melting, a drop of hot wax drips onto the shirt of the sleeping prince. He wakes. With shock and disappointment, he says, "If only you had waited, 1 year and the curse would have been broken."
For I am the white bear by day, and this is my nightly form. But I must leave you now.
Of course he must.
Yes, of course. And off you must go far away to his stepmother, a troll, and to the princess with a nose 3 ells long, his betrothed.
What's an L?
I'm not sure, but it sounds long. Off you must go where surely the girl cannot follow, to the castle that lies east of the sun and west of the moon.
Phil. No, 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 no. Tim. Tom? No. Joe. No! God. Why don't I know my name? What is my name?
Any luck on the application for that barista job?
No, I turned it in yesterday, so I applied to some other jobs. What I really need is a new place.
Yeah, that's tough in town.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go now. Good luck.
Thanks. I'll need it. Later.
Later, bye.
What is your favorite color? What is the last book you read? What is this?
Hello?
Hi, I was calling about your room to let.
Oh, yes. Wow, that was fast. I just put that sign up this afternoon.
Yes, I was wondering where to drop off the application.
Oh, you can just bring it by the house if you like. Anytime tomorrow is fine.
Thanks. I will bring it by tomorrow afternoon then.
Excellent. I'll see you then.
Okay, have a nice day.
You as well. Have a nice day.
Come on in, door's unlocked.
Have you brought the application?
Yes,
Welcome. This is Justin.
I'm Amara.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, he's just a math pupil of mine, but mostly we play chess. And I'm Bjorn Blanchett. Nice to meet you face to face.
Nice to meet you. Here.
Oh, thank you. So you like fairy tales?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
I don't know if I can choose.
I guess I always liked the Snow Queen since I was little.
Have you ever heard of East of the Sun, West of the Moon?
No, I don't think so.
It's sort of like the Snow Queen. At least I think it is in the second half.
I'll have to check it out. Is that song When I Was 18?
Oh, is that what it's called? It's just a pretty melody that got stuck in my head.
It sounds just like it.
Oh, I'm glad to know its name. Thank you.
Of course.
Here, you can borrow this book of fairy tales. East of the Sun is the first one in it.
Thank you.
Let's see here. Here's the key. Just give me a call when you know when you're going to move in.
That's all the application you needed?
Oh, that's nothing. It's just something that insurance required.
I see.
Oh, I do quite a bit of tutoring, so you see students coming and going fairly often. And you're welcome to have company anytime you want to, too. If there's anything you need, anything at all, just ring that little silver bell over in the hall.
You should play knight to f5.
Check.
Not bad. Not bad at all. And I'll have you in checkmate in 4 moves.
What?
He's bluffing.
I'm bluffing.
So, absolutely anything. You just ring the bell and you can ask for absolutely anything.
Right.
So, like, ring, ring, magic bell, help me ace my test.
Wait, what? I think it just means that if I have a question or something, I can ring the bell to get the owner, Bjorn's, attention. Like at a shop or something.
Oh, the way you said it sounded like it was some sort of fairy that grants you every wish.
I don't know, I was just repeating what Bjorn said.
Do you want to try it?
The bell?
Yes, the bell. What else?
All right, let's try it.
It's like room service at a hotel. Shh. I could really go for something hot to drink. Did that really just?
Yes, it did.
Ah, Amara, I just boiled the water for some tea. Would you and your friend like some tea or cocoa, perhaps?
Yes, thank you. That would be great.
Thanks. You must be the girl.
Sorry?
The girl who's renting the room from Bjorn Blanchett.
What? How do you know who I am? What is this place?
It's my business to know who you are, and it's none of your business to know what this place is.
Well, maybe you should make it your business to tell me what this place is.
You're a sly one, aren't you?
I'm actually looking for someone. It's just that I was so startled.
Do you wear glasses?
Sometimes.
Here. Whether you wear glasses or not, this may come in handy someday. But I'm afraid the person you're looking for has already left.
But it only just arrived.
Look around the room if you want. It's small enough, but he's not here. Better luck tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
That's right. Well, good night.
Dream?
Well, you are a dull excuse for a shed during the day.
Hi, Amara, right?
Right, Justin?
Yep.
How'd the chess game go the other day?
Oh, I still didn't beat him. I just always lose to him, you know?
I mean, can anyone ever beat him?
I don't know anybody that has, but maybe you could.
Do you pretty much know everyone who goes there? Do you know like a sort of tall guy with short, curly brown hair?
Doesn't sound like anybody that I know of. Why? Did somebody stop by or something?
Yeah,
Well, doesn't sound like anybody that I know of.
sure.
Maybe Bjorn would know.
Yeah, I'll ask. Thanks. See you later.
See ya.
The Blanchett place, tenant.
The confusing person who always distracts me from my mission.
The person you're looking for does never stay very long.
Then why does he come at all?
You'll have to ask him that.
I would if you would let me.
Aren't I a much better conversationalist than him? And anyway, I give you useful gifts. Here, take this. Do you wear toe rings?
Well, no, but this is kind of cute.
Well, whether you wear it or not, it may come in handy someday.
Thank you.
I may seem an odd bird to you, but trust me, I know things.
I'm Amara. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'd introduce myself, but I don't actually remember who I am.
What?
Anyway, why are you running up and introducing yourself again?
You don't remember your own name?
It's kind of hard to explain, because I don't remember much myself.
What do you remember?
Every night I wake up and I go to a party.
And you leave this house. What room do you come from?
I seem to forget that the moment I realize I'm even awake.
Why do you go to the party?
I can't seem to help it.
You seem unnaturally complacent about all this.
I wasn't at first, but speaking of the party, I better get going. Would you like to come too? Perhaps you'll have better luck than me trying to satisfy your curiosity.
Curiosity? You know, I've actually been to this party twice already. I can't manage to stay long though.
Sounds familiar, but I don't exactly remember how many times I've gone to it. And you seem to go of your own free will.
Curiosity.
What?
I didn't say anything.
You were thinking at me really hard.
What makes you think I was thinking at you?
Nothing.
What?
What were you thinking?
I was wondering if you're good at chess.
Is that some kind of test of character for you?
And if it is?
Well, I would probably pass.
So you're good at chess.
Well, I like it a lot, and I'm pretty confident in my strategies.
Follow-up question.
What?
You couldn't remember your own name, but you could remember chess.
I said I like it a lot, didn't I?
Rephrasing the question.
Okay.
What do you remember about yourself?
Well, I don't have many memories, but I remember myself. That doesn't make any sense.
No, it makes sense. You know what you like and what you're good at. You remember a lot of things about the world in general, like how to play chess and how to tie a bow tie.
I have no idea how to tie a bow tie.
What?
Sorry to disappoint you.
No, it's okay. I think we've uncovered a lot of important facts about your mystery.
I meant that I'm sorry I don't know how to tie a bow tie.
Well, if you're sorry about that, I can show you.
You know how to tie a bow tie?
Mm-hmm.
I'm impressed.
What, is being able to tie a bow tie some sort of test of character for you?
Maybe.
Here, let me show you.
Wait.
Pay attention, this will be on the quiz.
I said wait.
For what?
I can't see how you're tying it without a mirror or something.
I'll tie it on myself then.
Right. I thought you said you knew how to do this.
I learned how, I promise. I just didn't actually try it on myself.
B minus?
Well, if we're grading on a curve.
You can't grade tests of character on a curve.
Sure you can. If I could actually see it.
Again, the mirror.
Or I can tie it on you.
Doesn't that defeat the purpose of showing me if I can't see it?
If I can figure it out once, then I can show you.
And this is going to help us solve my mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Amara?
What? I can't figure it out. You're just gonna have to go without. Hey! I thought you said you didn't know how to tie a bow tie.
I was joking.
Well, Mr. Bowtie, you don't happen to like shirt ties and sweater vests, do you?
No, I'm not an old man.
I wonder.
What?
You just remind me of someone.
Who?
Someone from the house you came out of. What about everyone else at the party? Are they all cursed?
Oh, that's not just something you can ask anybody. Trust me, I've tried.
See her? I have a question for her.
What was our objective again?
Well, if it isn't the girl from the Blanchett place.
Did you know that he comes from the Blanchett place?
What?
I see you finally caught up with your beau. Hasn't been as informative as our conversations, has it?
You call me the girl from the Blanchett place. Why don't you call him the guy from the Blanchett place?
She's the worst of them, Amara. You can pester her and she won't tell you a thing.
See, such a bluster young man, and not informative at all. Reminds me of a friend of mine. The East Wind?
The East Wind? Like in the fairy tale?
Yes, he owns this place.
Is he the one that puts on this party?
Oh dear, if you knew the East Wind, you know better than to suggest that he'd throw a party. But I do think he owes the hostess a favor.
The East Wind hates parties.
Yes, he just broods in his house next door, won't even bother to cross the yard and say hello. He was certainly making a fuss over something this evening, though. Do you have a dog?
Well, back at home, yes, but... Wait, why are you asking me about my dog?
Well, whether you have a dog or not, this may prove useful.
How? How are all of these things you've given me useful?
All these things? How many things has she given you?
I'm afraid it's none of my business.
Do you see now? All she does, all anyone does, is spout nonsense.
Hey, Bjorn.
Yeah? My name?
You must have completely forgotten it.
But how did you...
Because you came from the Blanchett house, because you're good at chess, because you were whistling that song, because you remind me of someone. You remind me of you, Bjorn Blanchett.
So, you knew me before I lost my memory?
No, I knew you during the day when you were a little different. You were an old man.
What?
It's like east of the sun, west of the moon, except instead of being a white bear by day and a young prince by night, you're an old man by day and a young man by night. Now, the question is, which one is the enchanted one and which one is the real one? The crazy old man or the crazy young man?
If reality is being an old man, I'd rather stay enchanted.
You figured out your name, haven't you? Bjorn, listen to that. Doesn't that sound nice? Would you rather never remember your name ever again? We're so close to solving this enchantment puzzle, so don't go feeling sorry for yourself now and giving up.
Bjorn! The east wind hates parties.
Yes, he just broods in his house next door, won't even bother to cross the yard and say hello. He was certainly making a fuss over something this evening, though.
Oh, wait, are you the East Winds? What do you know about the party in your shed? Who's the hostess and why do you let her use your shed? Everyone just disappeared. Where did they go?
I don't know anything about a party. I just lend the space to that woman.
That woman?
Take it up with my brother, the West Wind. It was all his doing.
Wait, where can I find the West Wind?
Come in.
Excuse me, but I really do need to find the West Wind.
That's me.
Oh, I see. Your brother, the East Wind, said that you might be able to help me.
Oh?
He said that it was all your doing.
What was?
The party in his backyard.
Who brings ill tidings and destruction? It is all from the same direction.
I suppose I shouldn't expect a straight answer out of anyone.
What is an answer in the form of a question so long as the listener applies logic and reason?
A rhetorical question?
Good guess, but a rhetorical question is not an answer. It's a device.
Well, I thought that since I asked a rhetorical question, that's what you were looking for.
You missed the point. I wasn't talking about your question, I was talking about my answer.
East of the sun and west of the moon. An answer in the form of a question.
So long as the listener applies logic and reason.
When is that a riddle? Oh, the answer to the riddle is a riddle. Does this have anything to do with the disappearing enchanted party?
Disappearing?
Yes, it disappeared, vanished, along with all its guests, including my friend.
Oh, she must be angry about something.
Who is she? I think your brother mentioned her.
Sinks in water, yet flies in the air. Watch your spelling and watch out for spelling.
Who is she that got angry and made the party disappear?
Sinks in the water, yet...
I'm not interested in your clever riddles. I want to find my friend.
Yes, you mentioned this friend.
Maybe I can find him in the castle that lies east of the sun and west of the moon.
I'm afraid you only find true love and princes there.
Where can I find she who got angry and made the party disappear?
Sinks in the water, yet flies in the air. Watch your spelling and watch out for spelling. There's your answer. If you're not happy with it, then you can always bring it up with my brother, the Southwind.
Oh, another wind. Is he as difficult as his brothers?
Like a bird, but not a bird. A vine of grapes that makes wine, yet not wine.
Are the directions to find him going to be in the form of a riddle as well?
He's upstairs.
Oh, thank you.
Ah, you must be the Blanchard Place tenant.
If you know that much, maybe you can help me.
I'd be glad to help in any way I can.
You know the party at the East Wind's place?
Oh, of course, but between you and me, I think all of this is over and done with. You see, I heard that The hostess threw a fit last night, and let's just say, I don't think she's going to be holding any more parties anytime soon.
She wouldn't happen to have anything to do with a man by the name of Bjorn Blanchett, would she?
Oh, you're so adorable. Why so stiff? We're all friends here. Besides that old grouch, she's not friends with anyone. Why would she throw a party in the first place? She must have her reasons.
You mean the hostess?
Yes, I just can't stand her, you know?
She doesn't happen to be in the habit of turning young men into old men, or vice versa, does she?
Happen to? Do people in your world only happen to do things?
You are just like your brothers, always skirting the question.
It wouldn't be any fun if we always did things in everyone's best interest.
First it was the East Wind's refusal to even speak to me, then it was the West Wind's riddles, and now it's your gossip. No, first it was the gift from that girl. I bet the West Wind could find a riddle in these. Eye of newt, toe of frog, wool of bat, and tooth of dog. It is a witch's curse. That hostess, I'll bet anything she's the witch. Watch your spelling and watch out for spelling, honestly.
Oh, who's a good girl? Who's a good girl?
Do you all have to help out in such a roundabout way, or is it truly fun?
Who can tell which way the wind will blow? That's a riddle worthy of my brother.
Are you going to answer my questions, or should I try my luck with the North Wind?
You may go to him if you like, but he frightens me.
Frightens you? Your own brother? Where can I find the witch, the hostess? In the castle that lies east of the sun and west of the moon, perhaps?
You may have something there, but all I can tell you is that if you do go and see my brother, the North Wind, don't stay for too long.
Can you tell me where he is?
Go outside and walk where you feel like walking, and concentrate on the thought that you need to see the North Wind. Eventually you'll get there, and you'll know it when you do.
Something tells me it's only going to be more difficult to get the North Wind to help.
Whether the North Wind helps you or not is the least of your worries. How may I help you, Amara Lind?
I was hoping to uncover the mystery of the young man, or old man, Bjorn Blanchett. I think I need to find the witch that cursed him, the hostess of the party at the East Wind's place.
I can whisk you anywhere you want, but I must know where.
I don't suppose I could say wherever the witch hostess is?
No. One of us must know where the witch is. I do not, therefore I cannot send you there.
Then what about east of the sun and west of the moon?
And where is that exactly?
Impossible. Nowhere. It's just a riddle.
Indeed.
It's been difficult enough trying to find Bjorn and the others who vanished at the party. I haven't actually been able to figure out exactly what Bjorn's curse is. And how in the world am I going to stop a curse that I don't know what is? And now, not where, when? You can take me to any place. Can you take me to any time?
Perhaps.
Then east of the rising of the sun, west of the phases of the moon, take me to the place in time just before Bjorn got cursed.
And here you are.
Here I am. Did I make it? Have you cursed Bjorn yet?
I don't actually know his name myself, ironically enough, but I presume you're referring to that young man who's constantly trespassing on my property, making a nuisance of himself. He could use a good cursing.
So he is young.
Does that please you?
Well, it's just that he seemed to want.
Never mind. I'll simply curse the both of you for good measure. How's that a reward for all your cleverness?
Will you let me play Scheherazade a little longer? I still haven't told you the end of my fairy tale.
Oh, wasn't it your intention to act out the ending yourself?
If you mean to live happily ever after, then yes.
But you've got it all backwards. That's the line at the end of the fairy tale. And here you are, at the beginning.
True. So let's skip to the end. The girl finds her prince.
And wins his hand in marriage.
Something like that. And then, the troll stepmother and all the trolls are so angry. They burst on the spot.
Oh, jeez. Hi.
Hi.
I didn't know anybody else knew about this place.
It's kind of creepy.
Well, in a good way.
I'm not so sure about that.
Have we met before?
Depends on what you mean by before.
What?
I'll explain it over a game of chess.
Is that a challenge?
Call it a test of character.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Shall we?
And off they sailed as far as they could, away from the castle that lies east of the sun and west of the moon.
you.